Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Quentin here and welcome to tutorial number 25, and in this tutorial we are gonna continue talking about some more pseudo classes because I didn't get to cover them all in the previous tutorial. And if you guys are wondering why this text looks all big and bolded, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I'm recording more of my screen so that the video will be available in 720p, and what this means though is that I had to actually zoom in on this text because otherwise by default it would be all the way back there, I think actually over there, and that actually looks kind of small. You guys probably can't really see it, so I zoomed in a little bit just to make it a little bit more clear if you guys are not watching full screen and you are actually watching on the standard YouTube player. So yeah, I'm recording at a bigger screen and I just zoomed in. So if you guys are wondering what's different, then that is what's different. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start talking about some of our pseudo classes. And the first pseudo class that I want to talk to you guys about is the first child pseudo class. And obviously because that is a child, we have to work with a parent element as well. So let's go ahead and create a div, and this will act as our parent. And I'm actually going to give this div an ID of parent. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw in a few paragraphs inside of this div. So I'm going to go ahead and actually duplicate that 4 times. And in the previous tutorial, I think we worked with like YOLO, so you only live once, and then that kind of went into YOLO. So we'll go ahead and just use this again. Go ahead and save that now, and again, if I were to go ahead and run this in Firefox right now, we just get 4 normal paragraphs. So let's just launch it quickly. As you can see, 4 normal paragraphs, but now let's go ahead and actually style them, or style the first child. And if you guys don't know what the first child is going to be, it's going to be this first paragraph, because this paragraph is a child of our parent div element. So I'm going to go ahead and select that div by ID, so parent, and that's basically my parent. Now I have to tell CSS what child I'm going to be looking for, because I might have paragraph tags in here, I might have some header tags in here or something like that. So I just have to tell HTML which actual element I want to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the paragraph, and then we'll put in our colon over here and type in first child, and that should give us access to just the first paragraph. So we won't be styling all the paragraph tags inside of our parent element, just the first one. So let's go ahead and give that a color of red, and maybe text underline, or actually text decoration, sorry, of underline. Text decoration underline. So now when I go ahead and save this and click refresh over here, I get our first paragraph appearing in red text and it's underlined. Okay, then the next pseudo class I wanted to mention to you guys was the last child. So all we have to do is actually just change first child to last child, and when I go over here and click refresh, instead of the word you being red and underlined, we'll get once. So how cool is that? Now instead of our first child, we've selected the last child. Okay, so that's quite simple. And now let's go ahead and actually take a look at 2 different pseudo classes, and that is the before and after. So before, and I'm going to go ahead and select the same thing, so parent p after, and we'll do something here as well. Okay, now this by itself isn't actually going to grab any of these paragraphs, so let me go back here. Oops, back there I mean. Okay, when we're selecting the before and after class, we're not actually selecting any of these elements. We're actually selecting just before this tag. So parent p before would mean this little space before the paragraph of our actual paragraph, but as long as it's inside of our div parent. And it's going to select pretty much the space between all of these paragraphs before, and then the second parent p after, that will select the space after all of these paragraphs. And something we can do over here is go ahead and just add in a bit of content using this content property. Okay, so basically if I type something in between these two quotation marks, it's actually going to appear as plain text in that space, like I said. So let's go ahead and type in maybe just I am before, and if I go ahead and save this now and go back here and click refresh, you can see it says I am before in front of our actual paragraph, and it actually kind of looks weird because it says I am before you, I am before only. I didn't actually think about that, but yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. So we can actually use CSS to add some content before our paragraph. You'll notice I can't actually select it even though I'm trying. So yeah, it's like just like some plain kind of text stuff. Again, I could go ahead and do this using the after class. So let's cut that out and paste that in here, over here. And instead of this content appearing before our paragraphs, we'll actually have it appear afterwards. So it should have actually said I am after. But yeah, okay, so we've got the text appearing after our actual paragraph. And you can use this for a lot of different things. I mean, I haven't showed you everything that we could do with this. Like the content property is probably the most useless thing of all. But we could use it to clear floating divs and that kind of thing. Although I haven't actually spoken to you guys about floating divs yet, so you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But that's actually all I have for you guys in this video. So don't forget to subscribe. Please feel free to leave a comment, like or share the video. It's really going to help my channel grow, and I will see you guys next time.